Hi, today I want to show you Hapara Highlights, which I find an incredibly useful virtual tool. If you go into Workspace, you can get there by clicking on Manage Classes. That will bring you to a list of your classes. Click on your class, and that will bring you to Dashboard. Up at the top, you'll see Dashboard, Gmail, Sharing, Highlights, Workspace, and Class Info. Gmail is where you can see inside your students' email inboxes and see which emails they have read, which are not bold, and unread, which are bold. You can change how many items you see in a list in the top right-hand corner here. Super useful. With sharing, that's the tab to see inside your students' Google Drive, and really helpful, especially in the primary sector, to be able to find students' work if they haven't shared it with you or haven't had an opportunity to put it in the right folder, or if they accidentally deleted it, you can actually see into that as well. But Highlights is probably the most useful tool for me on a day-to-day basis. Highlights allows me to see my students' browser tabs as they are open in real time. At the top, you can also see you've got current screens, which you can take a look at if you want to see the active tab in a picture view, or you can click on View Screenshot, and it'll be able to do that. It's a little delayed, and it's not, so I usually find I have to refresh it a couple times to make sure that it's active, but it's helpful if you want all the students in the same place at the same time. If you notice that a student is on a tab that they don't need to have open, you can help your students out just by closing that tab for them. So I can just close Student Portal for a student. It wasn't an active tab for them, and they can reopen it later on. You can also send messages to specific students right here with Send Message, or to the entire class in the top right-hand corner where you click Send Message to Students. And so I could say asynchronous French time. See you after lunch. And I'll send that message to my entire class. You can also be able to use this opportunity for sharing links. So again, if you go to that top three little things, you click on Share Links, or you can share links with the entire class. Now, if I wanted to share a link with my students, such as a YouTube video, I'm going to enter that link. I might copy and paste it because that's the easiest way to do it. And then you can click on this part. You can also schedule these sessions for later. For example, if I wanted to make it for noon, I could send that out there. And then later on, I can cancel that scheduled session because it will open up my students' tabs. So if I go into share links, or if I go into the schedule later on, I can remove that. For guided browsing, it's a super helpful way. You can do focus sessions or filter sessions. Focus sessions only allow students to have the links open that you have allowed them. Make sure you include your Google Meet in that session. But I find filter sessions to be even more helpful. Filter sessions allow you to block particular links. And so I can sometimes even just copy a tab that a student has open, paste it in there, and then be able to start that session. Once you've started a session for a student, it will automatically close that tab and block it from access for that particular student. You'll notice it pops up a little blue circle, and that it shows you that it's being filtered at that moment. If you need to release that session, you can either click on the blue circle for releasing one student, or if you've set up guided browsing for all students, for example, with a filter session right here, set up that filter session, enter your links, and be able to do that, then you can simply release all the students at the same time. Yes, release all students. If you like me, love Hapara Highlights, and think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, please consider sharing it with your occasional teachers, co-teachers, EAs, and anyone else who might be in your same dashboard. If you go from Highlights, you click on Class Info, and all you have to do is click Add New, enter their email address, and click Add Teacher. That allows them to have the same access that you do and be helpful in helping you manage your students' tabs and sending them messages. Hope that helps, and Share the joy. Use Hapara.